afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This wellness video is entitled Healing Sounds Qigong. Before we begin, I'd like to introduce you to Mary Louise Stewart, my grandma, who taught me Qigong, Tai Chi, and what I'm about to go through here, Healing Sounds Qigong. She is 102 years old, and one time in an interview of her life story, she attributed her practice of Tai Chi and Qigong as the decisive contributor to her health, well-being, and longevity. These are some of the benefits of the healing sounds of Qigong. I'm not going to belabor the point and go through the whole thing, but many of us are overexposed to stress, poor nutrition, pollution, screen time, and deficient of sleep, recuperation time, physical exercise, clean water, nature, and quality relationship time. And there's been a belief in Chinese culture for thousands of years that this kind of situation that we find ourselves in our culture here actually builds up poisonous toxins that get trapped in our bodies. And so one of the things that Qigong, Healing Sounds Qigong, is designed to do is to help release those toxins, but also specifically to begin to transform the energy of the negative emotions that build up of sadness, fear, anger, arrogance, and worry, and transform those into positive virtues such as courage, gentleness, kindness, sincerity, and openness. Okay, so we're going to begin with a warm-up of our 3 deep breaths. You're just going to have good posture, standing from the waist up, as Dr. Mark Munson used to say to me. And your hands just comfortably on your knees there or on your lap, and you're going to take 3 breaths. Ready, go. Okay, now, for the posture of the lung sound, you're going to take your hands and make them into an O. Now, you can't tell, but the hands here are facing up toward the sky. And you're going to be in the place of a metal element of the fall. You're going to look into the white, and you're going to make this lung sound allow all of your sadness to be released and to be transformed into courage. The next sound is the kidney sound, which sounds like this. The water is the element, and the winter is the season, and dark blue is the color there. And the negative emotion, fear, that you're going to transform into a positive virtue is going to become gentleness. So, if you put your hands on your knees and you lean forward, and you probably want your back a little bit more lengthened and straight. You don't want to jut your chin into your chest at all there, but you do want to be leaning down forward as you make the kidney sound to let go of all your fear and transform that fear energy into gentleness. For the liver sound, which is a you're going to notice that the element is wood, the season is spring, the color is green, and I'm starting to notice how the element and the season and the color go together. You want to go to that place of wood, spring, green. If you run back to the lung sound posture with your hands facing up, go back there quickly, and then with your hands facing up and out, take your fingers and lock them together, and then press upward, not stiff and straight and locked, but just up all the way. And then you're going to lean to your left, which means the person in the image is actually mirroring what you're doing. You're going in the same direction as you look at that person. Lean to the left, which causes a stretch along your right arm and your right side. And you're going to transform your anger into kindness. You're going to let all your anger go. You're going to transform that anger energy into kindness with the liver sound. The heart sound, which is that sound goes with almost the same identical posture as the liver posture that you were just on, except this time you're going to lean to your right, creating a stretch on your left-hand side. As you make the heart sound, you're going to let your arrogance go and release from you. And you're going to replace that arrogant energy with sincerity as you put yourself in the red fires of summer for the heart sound. We have arrived at the favorite sound of many of my students, the spleen sound, which is kind of like a cappuccino, a frothing of the milk, at at the coffee shop, kind of a sound that goes something like this. As you put yourself into the late summer, the earth, the yellow color, you're going to make the spleen sound and release and let go of all of your worry. And let that energy of the worry be transformed into the energy of openness. As you just sit straight up like in the warm-up, but put your 10 fingers not right in your solar plexus, but off to the left a little bit, right over your spleen for the spleen sound. And now as you get out of your chair and lie down on your back for the triple warmer sound, you're going to visualize yourself being rolled flat by a steamroller, so flat that you're flatter than a piece of paper, so flat that you're barely even there. And you're going to breathe there and allow all the disjointed parts of your energies inside, the hots and the colds that have been isolated and trapped. Allow your energy to flow through your whole body. This is why you're lying down on your back and breathing and allowing this to happen with the triple warmest sound and your eyes closed. When you do healing sounds Qigong, you're allowed to remain a little longer in the triple warmer sound. But when you feel you're ready for your final cool down, you're going to go back in the chair, sit comfortably tall, and take 3 final deep breaths.